Hi, we are the team number 2 and we present the integrative project of business plan for the production of wheat flour for the company Molinos, Especias and Pinoles Don Gil. The team is composed by Ábalos Núñez Daniel, Barraza Valdez César, González García José, Rodríguez Rodríguez Cristian, and Karime Bañuelos. The chapter number 1 talks about the description of the company. Molinos Especias and Pinoles Don Gil is a company from Durango to dedicate to the production of horchata and pinole and other spices. The company background, Don Gil's father started with a literal store in Saltillo, Coahuila, where he was born, and in 1916 Don Gil's family arrives to Durango, and then in 1917 they opened the store that all knows, Molinos Especias and Pinoles Don Gil. Currently it has 22 own products, 15 employees, as well as a distributor of different sectors like Mercado Gómez Palacio and Mercado El Refugio, and 2 different municipalities from Durango like Nuevo Ideal, Canatlán, Suchil, El Salto, Santiago Papasquiaro, and Vicente Guerrero. The society of the company is limited. The reason for this is completely related to the advantage that this society presents. Uh, the banking sector, the insurance, the liability of the investment partners is limited to the capital contribute. The mission of the company is to keeping providing our products and services to our client during a long time, letting them know that was the finest price and the quality to continue being in the market. The vision is to begin the first company to provide our products to 100% to the north of the country of Mexico, providing high quality in the products and all services in spite of a long times, and to staying on the top customer preference of the communication in this year. Then the company will like to stretch all the sectors to the customer relationship by existing the loyal customer and come up with the all new ways to bring a big likely possible clients to new clients.
Proceeding to the business unit of our company. Now, a business unit is an organizational structure, such as a department or team that produces revenues and is responsible for cost. The term is applied very loosely today, such that any team that manages products and services is typically considered a business unit. What this tells us is that any company, regardless of size, whether micro or large, independent, or part of a franchise or enterprise, typically and most likely has a business unit in which they count on. Proceeding into the functional organization of our company. Now, the company is organized in a hierarchical way, and it is led by CEO and owner, Licenciado Juan José Gil Arispe. And then it is divided into 4 fields, which are financial, administration, production and logistics, and distribution. Also, each field is divided in a hierarchical way. Now, beginning with the first field, which is the financial, we only have the accounting. The next field, we have administration, and at head of administration, we have the administration manager, followed by the secretary, followed by the cashier. And then the following field, the production and logistics, at the head, we have the miller, followed by the packaging manager. Now, moving on to the distribution field, at head, we have the driver 1, followed by driver 2. Now on to the customer segmentation. Now, the customer segmentation is actually the process of dividing customers into distinct categories according to their needs, their age, buying habits, like all these in order to better know and to be able to offer them good products and services as well as offers. Now, we will move on to our customer segmentation table, which we divided into four categories. The first one, demographic, and we focused on age, gender, socioeconomic status, and occupation, focusing on men and women ranging from the ages of 20 and 16 with a good socioeconomic status, typically with occupations such as CEOs, entrepreneurs, or focusing also in bakeries in general. Now, for our geographic section, we focus on the geographic region, country, city, density, and loyal status. These being America, Mexico, Durango, with the urban density lifestyle and a stable loyalty status. As the psychographic, we focus on the attitude towards the service. Many of our customers say that it's very meticulous, visionary, and they also strive for a good customer supplier relationship. Many of the reasons for purchasing your product, they also explain to us that the quality of the product, the functionality, the price, and the reliability, the fact that they can count on the product to be there when they run out. Um, they don't have to wait for a special order or they don't have to wait for any delays. Typically, our company is approached by upper or medium upper class people of that social status. And as for uses, we focused on benefits, the usage rate, the frequency of use, and also loyalty status. One of the benefits that we found from our customers is that the quality, the hygiene, that it's a clean product, and the service that the company offers for them. Their usage rate is actually on a daily basis, which is very good for the company because it means a stable income. The frequency of use is basically according to the production schedule, and the loyalty status, again, being a stable one, which is always good.
Now I'm going to talk about the product. The product that the company is going to sell is wheat flour. The wheat flour is a powder made from the milling of wheat and it is used for human consumption. It is used in the bakery to produce some delicious bread. There are some varieties of this product. The first one is soft or weak, and the other one is hard or strong. The difference is that strong has a higher gluten content. It is what the company is going to produce because it has around 12 to 14% of gluten. We have another characteristics of the product, the starch, proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, as you can see, the percentages in the chart. We have another characteristics. The product is going to be sold in raffia bags with 44 kilograms. We have the production cost and the sale price with 5% of profit. It is almost 400 Mexican pesos. We have the income flow, that it is what the company expects to sell in the first year. It is based in one of the objectives of the company. It says that the company wants to sell 396 tons in the first year. So the company have to sell around 750 bags per month. But you know that there are some months where the company is going to sell less and some months where the company is going to sell more. We have the months, the bags per month, and the total of money. The total of bags is 9,000 and the total of money, it is more than 3,600,000 Mexican pesos. We have the sales strategies. There are some strategies that the company has to use to get more clients or to sell more product. The first step is that the company has to do the prospection to identify the possible customers to sell the product, to do a list, to evaluate with a grade. And then the company has to do the previous approach. It has to be prepare a presentation for each customer, and the company have to investigate some characteristics because every customer is really different, and then to plan a visit to go to explain the product. And then in the presentation of the sale message, the company is going to send a person to talk about the product and the company, and they have to talk about three pillars: the characteristics of the product, the sales, comparing the prices and the characteristics with the competition, and the benefit that the company is going to give to the client. After that, as a final step, we have the services post-sale. Those are some activities that the company have to do after sale. The company have to care about the customer with the product. The company can do it through WhatsApp, email, survey, do a call or other alternatives. So the company have to verify the condition of the sale, the condition of the product, the correct delivery, and the advice for the proper use.
Now I'm going to talk about the launch plan. The launch plan is a part of marketing strategy that provides specific details to carry out when you want to publicize a business or a product. Remember that every marketing strategy is created to promote a brand, product, service, etc. There are 7 elements that every launch plan should contain. Let's talk about the first one, carry out of a market study. It is a great importance for the company to have tools in order to know if people want or need the product. If people don't need or don't want the product, everything will fail. Number two, research your competition. It is important to know who will be your competition. Who are you going to fight with in order to have more sales? In the same way, a study has been carried out in which there are direct competition for the company and important characteristics that can help the carry out sales strategies. Number three, carry out focus group. It is part the company must create several groups of people who will give it a positive side or negative side. It depends. The company must provide a product to the people so that they can test it and they can give their honest opinion. With this information, the company can create sales strategies, know what people like, and know what change to make in the product. Number four, determine your communication and marketing strategy. The launch of a product implies having a marketing strategy that guides how you want the product to reach the customer. The communication strategy looks for how you want to make your existence known to the markets. Number five, it is important to the company that the company look for a way for customers to know information about the product and the product so that at the time of launching the merchandise, all of them should consider buying the product. Number six, have your customer service plans ready. The company should have trained personnel to answer questions in case customers have like problems so they can like help the customers. Number seven, create calendar of actions. It is necessary that the company has all the above schedule so it can be like monitored regularly, eliminating pendings, creating new improvement actions, and that generating an excellent launch plan. Now, initial investments in fixed assets, deferred assets, and working capital. First, the fixed assets. It is an asset of a company, whether tangible or intangible, that cannot become liquid in short terms that are normally necessary for the operation of the company and are not intended for sales. The company only needs machinery and computer equipment for the project. So the transportation, the furniture, the telephony equipment is not necessary. We already have it. The next part is deferred assets. It is known as that good or service for which a payment has already been made but whose use has not been enjoyed. In this important way are not to alter the accounting reality of a company in each period. Number three, working capital. It is accounting quantity referring to those economic resources that a company has within its assets to meet payments commitment in the short term and related to its economic activity. The following table shows that the total amount of money that a company will need to spend to start the production of wet flour, within what is a raw material and what is the raw material and other administrative expenses costs. This table is just the summary of the tables that I showed you before. So you can like see everything in order, the total, the amounts, the cost, etc.
Okay, We got our income. Income is the money that Molinos, Especias, y Pinole Hill receives in exchange for providing high quality wheat flour. Okay, in this chart, the exercise is going to be performed over a period of 5 years. Next, we got our production costs. These are all the concepts related to the production of wheat flour. We got our wheat and our bags. But we also have to consider our direct labor costs and our indirect labor costs. We are considering our workers and our CEO, who is going to supervise the operation. So in this chart, we got a summary of all the costs related to the production of wheat flour. We got our raw material, packaging, direct workforce, and indirect workforce. Next, we got our projected status results. This is another name for utility, which means that we have to take away all the expenses and expenditures from the income. And we got our utility per year. Okay, finally, we got our general balance. A general balance is important because we are considering our assets and our liabilities. So basically, this reflects our financial health. So we are okay because we got the same amount of money in both sides.
Internal rate of return. It is the percentage of profit or loss that will be an investment for quantities that have not been drawn from the project. So in other words, the internal rate of return is a gain of an investment. In this case, as you can see here, the company has an internal rate of return of 41.84%, which is actually a really good result, which indicates that the company is generating profit and growth. Next, we have the net present value. It is a financial indicator used to determine the viability of a percentage where it measures the flows of future income and expenses. The net present value result is, we generate this result by subtracting the total income minus the total expenses, which give us a total amount of 359,236.87 pesos, which is considered a really good result since there is a profit margin. Followed by it, we have the cost benefit, which is a financial tool that measures the relationship between the cost and the benefits. This amount is obtained by dividing the total income between the total expenses of the company. The results that throws must never be less than 1. So as you can see here, the company has a 1.09 percentage, which indicates that the benefits outweigh the cost. So the project is considered really good. Now we have the breakpoint even. It means that the percentage of sales must be performed per year. Do not miss. As you can see here in the chart, in year 1 through year 3, we have an 80% of break even, which is a really good percentage for the company. If we see year 4 and year 5, we have a 79%. It is drawn each year. Is that the minimum sales level that equal total cost of the total income? We next have the financial plan. The investment is a vital part because it depends whether or not the company is going to reach their project. So we will see if the company needs help of bank or not. So it's important to know the financial information of the bank. For example, the interest rate, the annuities, benefits, and payments. In this case, as you can see here, we have a loan from Santander Bank, which is going to be used. Next, we have the characteristics that the Santander Bank give us. We have a line from 250,000 to 8 million pesos. The term only can be 48 months. The guarantees at least solidarity obligation is required, and the rate of the 12%. How to hire? How can we get this loan from the bank? So we need the credit request, we need constitutive acts of the company, power or legal representatives, proof of income, and the tax identification card. Next, we have the financial plan. The bank facing plan is the following one. So as you can see, we have an investment of 88,352.92 pesos with an interest rate of 12%. This needs to be paid within the 4 years. We have an annuity expire of 29,088.82 cents. As you can see here in the chart, the interests are next to the years, and the annuity is 29, as I already mentioned, 29.88.82 thousand pesos. And we have the payment at the end of the year to the main, and the best after payment. So as you can see in the annuity, the company will be paying 116,355.30 pesos to the company for giving us the loan. Okay, so finally we have the conclusion. So as a conclusion, our team knows that this project is viable since the company has experience in the production of flour. As we said earlier in the presentation, the company comes with different products that they produce. So it is only a matter of introduction, a new extension based on the opportunity that the Durango market has. The company has areas for improvement and adapts easily to changes. This is why we also think it is very important and that the company can really take this business out. They are willing to enter also the market team to engage in that the financial part is considered from the beginning, taking into account the financial health of the company. And so we already saw the possibilities that of financial possibilities that the company has. It is a great idea. And at the moment in which we are the most advisable thing to request a loan from a financial institution, as we already mentioned from the Santander Bank. And finally, to make sure we follow the process and track it, the company makes a Gantt chart that will allow us to see where we are and how we are doing. Just take to see the process in how this company is going to transform over this this project. That will be all. And thank you for watching.